My name is David Gale, and this is my final presentation slash assignment for TWC 400. I'll be answering 8 questions about the course and what I got out of the course and things such of that nature. The first question was, what were my expectations when entering the class? When I entered the class, I really wanted to learn more about presentation methods. I want to learn about the different formats for submitting documents at both the educational and the professional level. I really wanted to move away from the traditional PowerPoints and Word documents that I've grown up with in high school, and everyone's uses just the black and white fonts and frames with their PowerPoints and Word documents, and I really wanted to get away from that and learn about how to catch the audience's attention with different types of formats that we would learn in this class. The second question was, what did I learn going through the class? To me, the most important thing that I learned was how to make the documents and presentations stand out and move away from the traditional PowerPoints and Word documents that we've always used. Another thing would be the ability to embed voiceovers in documents and upload documents to different presentations I was doing. And one of the main things was the group work. I learned a lot from my group. It was a learning process working with a group, but I was able to learn my group's different working styles as well as their interests to try to make our projects better by interacting better with my group members. The third question was, how does this relate to my field? Well, I'm in emergency management, so the majority of the things that we do in this field has to do with presentation and documents. And with that, we want to be real professional. Professionalism is a huge thing in the industry. So, having the documents and the presentation stand out, being able to, sell yourself and sell your documents, because that's the main thing. You want someone to understand what you're saying, and you want someone to buy into that. So if they do, when they buy into it, that increases your working ability. It increases, your hireability. So, if you want to keep your job, you need to know how to do these documents and present stuff to people who want to be sold on this. The fourth question was, how would I use this work in the future? Basically, like I said before, the ability to successfully distribute and present documents in a professional atmosphere is, probably the biggest thing that I would use in the future from taking this class. The fifth question was, what did you do well? What parts were difficult, and what could you have done better? What I did well, I believe, is for a lot of these things that we did, it was my first time viewing them and learning about it. So, doing things for the first time, I was able to, a lot of times, do it on the first try, which I thought I did very well on. The difficult part of this class that I found out was, just the trial and error part. With a lot of, technical classes and technology today, it's teaching yourself. It's a lot of trial and error, figuring out on your own how to do it, and figuring what way works best for you in doing it. And what I would have done to make my experience better in this class would really to reread a lot of the stuff that we learned throughout the book and in class, because reading it once, you think you understand it, but rereading it twice, you'll probably catch something that you didn't see the first time, and that'll make it a lot easier to do your work, and you won't have to stop and go back to the book and try to find where you've missed a step. That would make the process a lot easier. Working in teams. The team, our team was really good. I had a lot of good experience with my team. It was great because they were all in the same major. We were all ETM majors, so relating to my group members was not difficult at all because we all were on the same page as far as what we were doing at Arizona State. Um, and also, the thing that we did well was staying in contact with each other. We used text messaging a lot, so basically you could send someone a text, and in 5 minutes you're gonna get a response. And we really timed that on how we got on the Google Docs and interact with each other there to complete the assignments. The seventh question was, how did you like the course format and the distance learning? Personally, I like the format. I work full time, and I'm also a student full time. So, being able to work on my own time and interact with my group on my own time was very good. And we also had other group members who were also full time students as well as full time workers who were in the same boat that I was in. So it was very easy finding time to interact with each other and complete the assignments on your own time. And the last question was, would I do anything differently if I had to retake the class? And honestly, I wouldn't do anything differently. I was happy with the group that I was placed in, and I was happy with the pace of the class. So basically, I was very happy with the class. I believe I learned a lot. The information was presented well to us, and it's kind of like any other class. You put in what you want to get out of it. So, and I guess that's why I like my group, because everyone was really anxious to put their information forward and do group discussions and try to put the best product out, because being in the field that we're in, a lot of times it is what the best product you put out will make or break you. So, if you want to learn how to, make better documents, make better presentations, and what the popular culture likes to see as far as documents and presentations, this class really helped you in, what our society looks for now when you're doing presentations and submitting documents to people.